Today we're speedrunning The Last Stand, a flash game all about murdering some zombies. Now our speedrun starts with us having a barricade, and we're on the very first night where all we have is this singular pistol, and we have to survive the night against all these zombies. Throughout the game, we'll be able to get more survivors to help us, and also find better weapons, but we gotta start out just with this one, and pretty much what I'm trying to do is aim for headshots. Those are gonna do by far the most damage, but we do just have a pistol, so it still will take a couple of shots, but that's gonna be night number 1 done. After that, we can choose what we want to do with our hours remaining, and we're going to put all 12 of them to searching for weapons. That's going to find us a revolver, and this gun is a bit better. We'll switch to it right away, and now when we headshot these zombies, it's actually going to be able to one-shot at least some of them. There will be the bigger zombies, which usually will take a bit more damage, and pretty much through all 20 of these nights, we're going to keep getting things like that, where it's going to keep giving us more and more different kinds of zombies that we're going to have to deal with. Right now, they're all pretty slow, guys, and with the second pistol we unlock, we're able to deal with them pretty easily. I also want to make sure that my barricade doesn't get too damaged. But that's going to be night number 2, and again, we're going to use all our time to search for more weapons. This time, we're going to be able to get an SMG. And this is where the speedrun really ups in its fun, because I no longer have to keep spam clicking my mouse. Also, there are going to be running zombies, so guys who will run at us, try to get to us as fast as possible. But with the SMG, I can just hold the mouse button. That's going to be able to do a ton of damage to all these different zombies. And again, we're just making sure they don't get too close to us. Because the biggest thing for how to get faster for this speedrun is not wasting any time by having to repair your barricade. You'll see when the night ends that is an option for us as well, but we would rather use that time looking for survivors or searching for better weapons. And we're going to search for some survivors. This time we're going to get 2 new guys, and they're going to be nowhere as good as we are at killing zombies, but at least they'll be able to help. Also, the game is going to introduce these zombie dogs too, who also run really fast and also in general are lower to the ground, so they're kind of hard to deal with. Not the worst things in the world, at least not yet. And with these guys, it is very nice because I don't always have to finish off every single zombie. They're going to be able to help me with some extra damage, and we want to make sure we have the maximum amount of survivors, so for the next couple of nights, we're definitely going to keep searching for them. And I mean, it works out pretty well for them too. I mean, this is a very safe barricade, as you can see. So for this next night, of course, using all 12 hours on that, we'll find another 3 people. And 3 people is also an absolutely insane amount of people to find in one of those searches. Usually you're just going to find 2 or sometimes even 1. It is going to be RNG based. So we're getting pretty lucky on this run so far, and we got to deal with pretty much the same kinds of zombies. A lot more dogs in this one though. Always feel bad about killing off the dogs, but you got to do what you got to do. They are zombie dogs after all. And yeah, this is just such a good flash game. I recently saw a video where someone else was playing through the game, and I was like, I gotta speedrun this. Also, we're going to use another 12 hours on survivors. There's only 1 more we can add to our camp, but I also wanted to make sure we actually got that survivor, and finally we're going to be able to go back to actually wanting to get more guns. So now we're back to this, and it's going to be mostly a lot more slow people. There will be a lot more of those bigger zombies though, but like usual, we're just aiming for headshots, and that's usually going to be able to do what it needs to do. And especially with all the survivors we have, we're able to take them out pretty well. You'll see look for survivors has no vacancy, so this time we're going to be looking for weapons. We'll find a shotgun, but I'm not even going to use that. We don't really need it. We might as well just keep with the SMG. Now for this one, some more dogs coming up, but more or less the same for night 7. I mean, they can't always add more zombies, I guess. I mean, there is this kind of like mid-speed zombies. Like, they're usually the really fast ones and the really slow ones, but now we got a middle speed, so, you know, adding some diversity. But I just love all the guys by me. I mean, they are barely doing any shots compared to us, to be completely honest. I don't know why they can't move up and down, but it is nice to at least have some friends, and I mean, that's probably good for morale too. Oh, by the way, another thing that is important is every time we do search for weapons, there's a chance that one of our survivors will die. Now, we do need to get better weapons because there's one specifically we really want, but we'll see that we didn't actually lose anyone that time, which is really good. And so far in general, we've actually gotten really good RNG for this speedrun, but usually around night 10 is where it starts getting a lot more difficult. I mean, you are seeing some more people who are running fast at us. We got those middle speed zombies too, and just a huge variety of all these guys. But with all the survivors we have in our camp, it's not too bad. Honestly, the luck we've gotten with keeping 6 survivors is really helping too, because even though these guys don't shoot that often, with 6 survivors shooting at all, it's going to do a good amount of damage that does add up. And look at all the bodies that are now just on the ground. Like, we are decimating these guys. I wonder who cleans this up afterwards. Could be an interesting thing to think about, but probably just no lore that's actually there. Anyways, we'll search for some more weapons. We find the chainsaw. Not going to worry about that guy. Night 9 is going to start with another one of these dogs. We got these guys who are kind of walking cool. I kind of like the way they walk. But now we have bigger zombies who are also fast. You'll see like that lady right there. She was moving incredibly fast, but she also has the extra health. So we have to make sure that we take her out incredibly quickly. We got to hit our headshots. And in the bottom right, you can see that our base does have 64 health. Preferably, I do not want to repair my base at all, at least until we find the weapons that we want, because after you find the weapons, it doesn't really matter at that point. But that is pretty good. Of course, we'll go for some more searching for weapons, and I will actually repair my barricade just once. And even still, we have not lost a single one of our survivors. This is actually kind of insane luck. I mean, I don't actually know the odds for one of your survivors losing, but I have had runs before where I just lose them one after the other, or sometimes even like 2 a night, which really is not the most fun thing. So I'll definitely take keeping all my boys and just being able to go forward with them. It is also kind of fun seeing the animation of the sun coming up by the end of the day, and that's when you know you really have to take out those zombies as quick as possible, because by then you're losing time the longer those zombies are on screen. But I believe this is actually going to be our last search for weapons. We'll see if we find the hunting rifle. Unfortunately, we did actually lose one of our survivors. Not the biggest deal in the world. But the hunting rifle is what we're going to switch to because this thing is absolutely insane. So the nice thing about the hunting rifle is if you get a headshot, it's pretty much always a kill. And if you get a body shot, it's also usually a kill itself. But another nice thing about the hunting rifle is it can actually collat and kill multiple zombies at once. So it does have kind of a long recharge rate, but it doesn't even matter because we're just able to get through these guys. If we shoot one of them, if there are any zombies behind them, it has a good chance of hitting them too, and it feels very nice to use this weapon. Also, I really don't like these grandma zombies who have like blood over their eyes. Kind of weird looking, kind of happy they're dying, not gonna lie, but we'll go through them. That's gonna be night 11, where now we do want to search for survivors just one more time, and I will also repair my barricade because might as well. So we're back up to full survivors. That's really gonna help, and we are dealing with a lot of these guys who are sprinting past us, especially these big guys. I need to make sure I'm trying my best to hit them on the head, but with all our extra survivors, we're able to do this pretty well. And it really just is about aiming for shots that will hit multiple zombies at the same time if we can, especially if it's a headshot on multiple people. It can go crazy. But I don't even know why these zombies are still coming at me. I mean, I feel like this is just a terrible decision for them at this point. We have barely been losing any of our barricade, and we've just been going crazy. I guess, to be fair though, the zombies probably aren't thinking that much. Isn't really a world where the zombies probably strategize or anything like that, but I'm taking these guys out as soon as they show up, except for this guy. He took a couple of shots, but we'll hit him with a headshot. And now at this point, there's no actual point in searching for anything else because the sniper rifle is so good, and we might as well just keep using the sniper for the rest of this game. There's just no actual better weapon, at least no weapon that would be worth it to maybe lose some of our survivors. We want to keep all 6 of these guys. I want to make it with them to the end to where we can escape together. It is kind of sad this isn't completely our original group because we did lose one of our survivors, but this is mostly the original group. You know, that is kind of insane for this video game. And we are getting tons of these dudes that are just sprinting at us. But with all the extra survivors and ourselves with the hunting rifle, there's just no way they get past us. Coming up now on day 14, and we get these people in the SWAT uniforms. So we don't want to aim at their chest because that's going to have some cushioning on it. So we do want to make sure we either hit their legs or we hit their head. I just go for the headshots because those are more fun to do. And yeah, starting to add some more people. We haven't been introduced to the hardest guy just yet though. I mean, obviously we're only on night 14 and there are going to be 20 of these, but you know, we're getting there. We're getting there with faster and faster zombies, and we are just destroying through these days at this point. Like, a lot of these zombies are barely even making it over to our barricade, not able to do any damage. And that is something that I very much like because I don't want to waste time repairing them. Instead, our guy just gets to like sleep for the night. He doesn't have to search for anything. That's probably nice. I mean, to be fair, I kind of doubt he's sleeping. I mean, I guess he has to sleep at some point. You can't stay awake the whole time. So, you know, that's some extra hours of sleep other than just shooting zombies and then searching for things over and over again. But lore-wise, even though we know that this is night 15, probably our survivors do not. Thankfully, we also don't have to worry about anything like finding extra food or something like that. That would be awful. But we'll go through those dudes. There's going to be a couple of these slow guys at the end. We see the sun is starting to come up. It's very nice the zombies don't come after us while the sun is up. That would be kind of very unlucky. And another day goes by, not going to get any upgrades. Got some more sprinting people that are going to be the bigger zombies, but with 4 extra survivors and our sniper rifle, we can deal with most of them. All right, that guy did get a hit in on our barricade, but not the biggest deal. And now that we dealt with those guys, we got a lot more slow moving guys, which is very nice. Some guy who has an axe through his head. Not sure how that didn't kill you. At this point too, you really just got to appreciate the beauty of old Flash games. Like, this is such a simple game, but it was a free Flash game and very fun for what it was. I mean, it's just an addicting game to play through again and again, especially when you don't know what you're doing, so you're not always going to get the win. Now, night 17, this is going to give us these army men. And the thing about the army men is they do have helmets. So you either have to take them out on their legs, or you have to hit them in the small space between their armor and their helmets. I like going for headshots if I can, just because it's kind of cool points, but it is also just better to go for the legs. And we might only get that one for this first guy because it kind of is just introducing the new mechanic to us. Other than that, it's giving us the regular zombies, the people we've dealt with a million times before, the people with their eyes that are just super bloody. I hate seeing those old ladies. They just look so scary, man. I don't want to see them. But we can continue to take everybody out. We still have 76 on the armor of our base. Like, our barricades are not having a problem at all. And at this point, only 3 more nights to go. We started out nice. Love started out with a headshot. Feels good when you have the aim on lock. I don't know about the sniper rifle, but a lot of these guns, they don't have perfect aim. It feels like the sniper rifle should, but I don't think it actually does. Like, sometimes you can try to aim at something, but it's going to have a little bit of variance. I mean, maybe the sniper rifle is fairly accurate at least. But at least when we're on the pistols and stuff, as you very clearly saw earlier in the game, we could not always just aim for the head because it wasn't always going to go directly there, which is pretty fair. And not seeing any extra SWAT guys just yet. They will start showing up again soon. Probably. But this night looks about to be over. We see the sun's coming up. Just some very slow guys. I didn't even have to take them out if I didn't want to. We have plenty of survivors to deal with you. And for night 19, it's going to give us this clown zombie guy. Kind of terrifying. I would not like to see a zombie clown. But we're also going to see these army men. Got a headshot. Got a headshot collat right there, actually. And I'm aiming for this dude's head. Maybe I should just go for the legs. Look, it's kind of like a pride thing, you know? It feels really good when you're able to get the headshot, even if it might lose some time. I guess, to be fair, you probably shouldn't be worrying too much about pride when you're speedrunning, but also, my survivors should be getting some more kills. You know, I blame it on them. I love to see the stats of how many kills we've gotten versus how many kills the other survivors get. But fine, let's actually just aim for the legs. And you can see with the sniper rifle, sometimes it takes a couple of bullets, but it is a pretty consistent way of taking these army dudes out. And that is good because there are a lot of these army dudes at this point. Also got to deal with the running people. Thankfully, the army guys are not also going to be running. That would be kind of terrible, but just going to make them trip. It is a very interesting animation when that happens. And for the final night, might as well repair the barricades just once. And we just gotta survive through this last one and we will be good. Barricades are up to 95, so there's pretty much no way we lose this, right? But it's gonna give us everybody that we have dealt with before. It's gonna be the army guys, it's gonna be the runners. I don't know if dogs are in this one. I feel like we haven't seen the dogs in a while, but I'm not really gonna complain about that. And yeah, we're just going through, finishing out the last few people, trying our best to get as many collats as possible as we wait for the nighttime to slowly go away. Just a couple more of these people. I'll aim for those headshots. There's going to be these army people. Of course, we can go for their legs. Very sad way to get knocked out, I won't lie. Especially the way you trip over. Like, it would not be the way I want to go. I guess it doesn't really matter what way you want to go, though, when you're a zombie. And I believe we should be on the last few people, so we just got to take out a couple more of these army people. And as soon as we take out the last one, that is going to be time 1935, where now we see that helicopters finally come to rescue us, and yeah, we get to safety. We survived 20 days and nights, and let me know if you want me to do the second last stand game, and that's going to be 9th place on the speedrun leaderboards. All right, subscribe if you enjoyed. Bye.